to follow if you can't be a leader, be an individual. You know what I mean? But if you find someone that could lead, I'm always been willing to follow and learn. Exactly, because exactly. So he gave me an opportunity, you know, to actually prove to myself what I could do, and for the community to see me in a different light, and I really appreciate that.
So what was it like? You said you started off drawing, it was good enough.
No.
Then you got into music that you've actually done quite well. We've had our occasions where it's been out to see me playing. I see this guy over there smiling. I say, no, let me slip you one of his tracks. Let DJs have his music.
Shout out to my DJs,
So,
sure.
how did it feel getting into that bag, those things?
The acting?
Where you knew you had it. But what was it like reaching into it? Because this movie has a lot of drama and a lot of scenes. People that know your character know you're quite the comedian. So what got you into the backdrop of saying, I want to take on this project and give more of a dramatic, serious role and appeal in this movie?
Well, it was a lot of Hafiz's direction, right? Because it's his vision, remember?
Yes.
I didn't come to the table with my own vision. I just came as an empty vessel and knowing that I'm going to do my best. I personally, because remember how you wrote the stutter in there?
Yeah.
And I never stuttered.
Yeah.
Like, you have to take the stutter. For me, because I'm the type of person, like, I'm like, yo, I wanted to hit the stutter a certain type of way, but I couldn't do it, right? So, you know, I'm happy that the people enjoyed my performance in the movie, but I just feel like, I feel like I wanted to do a little better, but not per se right there, but better in the sense where like a different type of role where I could, you know, get more into a big. I don't feel like I got into a big personally.
In his defense, I think if he had more time to develop that character, he would have nailed the stuttering. So what I did, opposite of Hustlerz Paradise, when I wrote Hustlerz Paradise, I got the people involved and I wrote to their personality. In this, that's what makes Blood on the Crown different. They had to actually act.
Yes.
They had the concept, they had the character, and they had the personality of the character that they had to encompass and embrace, right? Shout out to Jason, LT, and Omari, who played Bassie. They embodied the script and they put their own spin to it, where from a director perspective, I'm always looking for authenticity, right? So when we started rehearsing and I saw certain authenticity, certain lines that it was being delivered, and was like, you can't redo that. So it's like, I would be doing a disservice and like, no, I need you to stutter here. No, right? So it was like,
it's flexible like that.
Do you? You know what I mean? It was like, oh, do you? Like, no. He was like, no, that was perfect. You know what I mean?
So when we done the table, so the table reads is what really brought everything together, right? Because we weren't freestyling, we actually had a base to go off of. So when we was doing the table reads, that's when he was in his big a certain type of way where it's like, yo, that's good, don't do that. And then it's like, for me, it was muscle memory. Like with rapping and writing raps and stuff, it's like, you know, it's a memorization thing. A lot comes with like, you know, muscle memory with the brain. Like, so when I was acting and doing the table read, I was able to, like, I would be like, yo, Feast, what do you think about this here? Like, no, I want him to be more serious. Because I wanted to kind of bring a little more jokey, but it's like, no, because you're getting you water it on. So he let me do my thing, but with a leash, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So speaking on that, how you say you went to the big and you actually went to the skip writing and sitting at the desk and reading to each other. How was that for you? Because this is your first time ever doing this. How was your perspective on that? Because a lot of people think he just shows up, gives you a script, and you just do it. They don't understand the time, the things that could be. Because a lot of people think he put out this movie, he started doing it in December. They don't understand it takes years. It takes time. We're going to talk about the editing and getting to that big a little later, but how was that for you? And knowing that you're a busy man, we'll talk a little later about your career and how you've changed, and we're going to work on getting me a little firmer.
Yes, I'm your guy.
You know, what was that like for you? Because you're a father. You're also an entrepreneur yourself. So what was it like with your time management and understanding if I'm gonna do this form, excuse my French, it's not half. Give him the full 100. So what was that like for you?
Well, I never do nothing unless my heart's in it. So I wouldn't even have signed up if I felt like I couldn't give 100%, right? And I was green like everybody else. I honestly didn't know what to expect on nothing. You know what I mean? But I will say this: him organizing the table read, Hafiz organizing the table reads, for me personally, helped me to learn what I had to do. I'm glad I didn't just show up and had to, you feel what I'm saying? I was able to go home and think about what happened. He had some people there that was helping us to learn our acting. Like what was the like
acting workshops. We did acting workshops.
So we done acting workshops, right? At the table, help with the process, and then we done another thing that I went to, and which really helped me to understand acting on camera, because acting on stage and acting on camera is two different things, right? So I personally felt like, yeah, I could handle the on camera thing and do different ideas that I hear just from always watching movies and stuff like that there, and just being an artist like that there. It was like, okay, cool, I could do this, right? So that's what kind of helped the table read, the acting workshops. It's like, all right, cool, I can nail this. And it's all and it's all due to him. That's why I say he's a great leader, because he had it like situated from his own past mistakes and stuff, right? And then for Blood on the Crown, it's like, that's why I'm like, yo, people, if you check out Hustlerz Paradise, right, come check out Blood on the Crown, because it's like, it's more refined when it comes to the acting, when it comes to just everything, like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's what I was saying. Like, this was completely different from anything we've done in the past.
For sure.
Hustlerz Paradise was run and gun. Yo, can you make today? All right, cool. We're gonna film today. This here, we did the actors workshop. We did rehearsals. We had table reads. Table reads when you bring all the actors in, you sit them down, get everybody the script, and you basically introduce them to their character.
Yes.
And for me, I get to see the flow and the pace of everything. So now I could go back and I could revise certain lines, certain dialogue, and then we come back and say, all right, boom, now we ready to rock. So we did it completely different. So when you asked him about him making time, that would have been hard for him to do when we was doing Hustlerz Paradise.
Wouldn't have been able.
Versus this, we had the calendar, like, look, we're gonna film from this day to this day. Let it be known we blocked out 10 days, and we filmed this feature film in 10 days.
Okay.
Right? So he knew from April 11th to April 21st, be available.
Okay.
So it helped with like everything I had going on.
Right.
Okay.
So just,
timed and everything.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Now, speaking on that, Hafiz, you've been known for scouting talent and getting people to act in your series as well as your movies that have not been known to be in acting before in Bermuda. How is that for you as a producer, scout the talent? And also, I've always wanted to ask you, have you ever knocked on the door? Because we do have a theatrical society called Toya. Have you ever had those conversations with them where you've discovered a great talent, but you have a door about having those conversations with those particular parties in the theatrical side of Bermuda, because we do have a theatrical scene, about bringing them in to also work with you, but to also help you as well?
No.
No? And why is that?
Because when you're passionate about something, and I've learned that because there's no film industry here,
yes,
I pretty much had to get it out the mud and figure everything out. So imagine going through a field of tall trees, tall grass, and just cutting your way through, cutting a path.
Making it path.
Right? Think tanks are good, right? When you bring a bunch of people to the table, think tanks are good, but sometimes they can slow down the process, right? Because you got your opinion on how you want to do it. He's got his opinion on how you want to do it. When at the end of the day, the only opinion that matters when I'm the director is the director's opinion.
Okay.
Right? So because there's no industry, if there was an industry here, yes, I would. But because there's no industry, and I put in the work already, I put in the groundwork already, right? When I was telling people we're working on Hustlerz Paradise, it was almost like, oh, for real? People was laughing. You know what I mean? Yo, Feast, what you been up to? Yo, I'm just working on this script. What? Yeah. I'm gonna do this, what?
It's unheard of.
It was unheard of.
Yeah.
Then over 100,000 views later on YouTube, now it's, yo, when you gonna do season 2?
Let me be in the next.
Let me be in the next one.
Facts.
Yeah, man, you're gonna do season 2,
Right?
and I'm gonna be in the next one.
Right? So when you talk about scouting, Hustlerz Paradise, I was scouting. I was asking people, yo, come be in it, come be in it, come be in it. Shout out to them. I love them dearly because that's our baby. Hustlerz Paradise is our baby. You can't take nothing from it. It was the stepping stone, right? And I wrote to their personality. So now when I taken that, elevated to Sincere Love Hella Right. Each project came with its own group of lessons. Sincere Love Hella Right, learned whatever it was we learned. Now, boom, we got all of that. Now we ready. Let's do this the right way, right? So that's where we get Blood on the Crown. We have auditions. You already know my pedigree. You already seen my work. We got 100,000 views for season 1. We got 50,000 views for Sincere Love Hella Right. And since season 2, we're still growing, right? So now I put out a call for auditions. And because I know we don't really have like seasoned actors here, there are some people who love this. They've gone to school for it. Mm-hmm. They've had some type of learning for professional training. And then there's some people like himself, Omari, who just want to do it and they passionate about it, so they don't mind learning.
How teachable.
And that's the part I'm about to get at. Okay. So now when I have auditions and I put out a call for auditions, I'm only looking for, are you coachable? Are you teachable? Right?
No egos.
Mind the ego.
Sure,
right.
You didn't ask you.
Right, yeah. I was like, I didn't know.
I'll took my head on for that because if you like my performance, it's because of him, like his guidance. Everything I did in there was like, yo, feast. What do you think? That's cool? You know what I mean? That type of vibe. Like, you know what I mean?
Same way he had a perception of me, I had a perception of him. So I didn't think he would want to be in it. We had a mutual friend. I was like, yo, feast. Jason, interested, I'm like, word? I see him at the gym every day. Why didn't you say nothing to me? Mm-hmm. Right? And I came up to you, right?
That's fact.
I'm like, it's a demeanor, kid. People see you as a tough guy.
It's like me and him's got like, it's almost like we're like anti. But then when we got together, it was like, yo.
Yeah.
There's a good connection.
I was like, yo, I was like, yeah. Like,
you had a lot more in common than you thought you did.
Yeah, fact. Like even just morally as men type thing. And that's where it starts, you know?
Fact. So it was like, yo, I could rock with him. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And after the first day he came to, I didn't know what to expect. I'm thinking, all right, he not going to want to do this. He not going to want to do that.
Whatever.
And he was down for whatever. And when I saw he was coachable and able to receive direction well, I'm like, we could work. Mm-hmm. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
But he was used to next type of characters.
Yeah.
No.
Word.
Speaking on that, talked a little bit earlier how you're the path maker, not the pathfinder for this industry in Bermuda. You've done Hustlerz Paradise. You've done Sincere. Now you've done Blood on the Crown. How was it for you knocking down those doors that have never been opened? You have a lot of scenes where you had to do certain sets, and I've also heard on interviews you may say have done on the radio where you said it's certain things you wanted, but you didn't have the access because the access wasn't given because it's never been done before. Do you believe in the steps of making these past products and movies that you've done? Do you believe the door is now not fully open, but it's cracking to make it better for you in the next sense?
I do think Blood on the Crown will open. It might crack the door, at least get me the conversation with certain individuals, right? Okay. Like we've just had an interview on a talk show. I won't say the name, but it was productive. Yeah. Hustlerz Paradise would not have gotten me in that door. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think now they see Blood on the Crown. I think they would take my craft, my art a little more serious. Yes. My screenwriting.
I understand the production side of it is more
right. Serious. So I think they'll take it a little more serious, right? Okay. Also, I think the people who come in after, we've set the bar. Shout out to everybody involved. Shout out to him. Shout out to Mari. Shout out to Tally. The whole cast. They all raised the bar. They raised the bar.
They brung the heat.
They brung the heat. Everybody brung the heat. Like, and that's what made Blood on the Crown what it is, right? Like, yes, it was my vision. And, I gave direction. I had a vision, but it still took them to act it.
And bring out your vision.
Embrace it,
so you can see your vision being put.
So I give him the. So I like to say that it said that I gave him the skeleton, and they put the body on it. They put the muscles on it. It was a point in time when he came on set, and I'm like, what the hell he got on? Why he wearing? But it was so authentic. I'm like, do you then?
Word.
Right? Come see it.
Yeah.
Come see it. You know what I mean? But
I'm brainstorming like my character.
yeah.
Like, yo, how would he look? Like, what different things? And I appreciate that there, because I'm like, fuck. I mean, I'm like, you know, like, bro, like, I got ideas. You know what I mean? Like, and like, you know what I mean? If you just let me have a little leeway, and I didn't have to say it. I didn't have to. He just understood. He got he got it a different type of way. So I appreciate that still.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I appreciate him, his enthusiasm, because that's hard to come by.
Yeah.
His actual passion for it.
His passion.
And
Right.
it was genuine.
That's something you can't coach.
It was genuine and sincere.
If you've ever been a coach, sincere, no pun intended. If you've ever been a coach, you know there's certain intangibles that you can't coach,
Okay.
right? And that passion, that enthusiasm, that showing up, ready to work, like embodying the character, like when you see him and Omari, LT and Bassie, these are two, and even in real life, based on my research, the figures that they were inspired by were two opposing personalities, and they embodied that, right? Like to something that I couldn't write. I wrote the basics of it, but they put that extra oomph.
Yeah, on screen you could see
like
different
chemistry.
Yeah, and how like one person's one way, the other person's that way, and it comes together like it's like one feel cohesive with it.
Word.
Right.
So it shout out to them.
Now, speaking on that, have you ever thought about pushing it for the small film festival that is big in Bermuda? It's normally during the month of late October, November, where it's a month where the
When is
this used to be called Little Theater. Now it's called Specialty Cinema. Was known to do small featured films.
You ain't been there for a while.
Yeah,
Right.
Ain't that little for you.
Amazon changed that.
If I saw a benefit in it,
Okay.
right? When it comes to like independent filmmakers, you put the money out, you might have someone who might put up some money, an investor, and they want to know how they're going to get their money back.
Is the return fast?
The return, right? No, but obviously it'll be up to us whether I say the return is fast enough, it's going to be here. I said the deadline, we agree on a date, whatever that is. I'm not opposed to the film festivals if it falls within my timeline.
Okay.
Right? I'm not going to push certain things off. Like, had certain people had it their way, we'd probably still be filming. Right?
Okay.
Had certain people had it their way, we wouldn't have put the movie out till next year. When I know, you asked me who do I study, there's other independent filmmakers, I didn't name them because you wouldn't know them if I did. There's other independent filmmakers who I study, who I follow on Instagram. They're bringing out independent films annually. Every year they
like who, bro?
Yeah.
You got. If you're familiar with a dude named Dennis Reed III, he's out of Detroit. He's got the Detroit film industry on lock. Then you got brothers that put out Moolah Films. They got McGraw Avenue. If you watch Tubi, you can't access Tubi down here unless you have a US VPN, right? So watch McGraw Avenue. They got the Detroit Independent Film film industry is on lock, right? They're not even worried about film festivals. They dropping it on Tubi and they getting a bag from it. You got Deuce King Productions up in Boston. And there's a couple others that's not coming to mind right now, but they're banging out films every year, right? And that, because I'm so competitive, I understand. Now that I have the blueprint now, there's no reason why we can't do it as well.
And one thing I can
that's what I'm talking about right there. Like,
this is where I'm gonna make you smile. I noticed from watching all your films, branding is something that you do not in your face, but is on the side. Hustle gear.
Right.
That was well spoken, and now the new generation.
Right. Survive Warehouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I believe we have a whole business sense from you.
Yeah, I mean that's how we started.
Yes.
Sitting down, watching a couple of web series with my son.
Yeah.
At the time we had the clothing line Hustle Gear.
Yes.
Where I I always often tell the story how I gave him hustle gear.
To make it pay for it.
Right. You got it.
Put
Right.
money in his
Right.
pocket.
He was in college balling with these $300 sneakers on. I'm like, oh, I'm busting my butt paying your rent.
Yeah.
Busting my butt selling T-shirts. All right, yeah, you gonna run the clothing line. You sell 10 T-shirts, that's your rent, and the rest is you. And he ain't looked back since. He rebranded. So when we set up Hustlerz Paradise and Hustle Entertainment Films, it was basically our own platform. We're gonna promote our own music. We're gonna promote our clothing line. However, a lot of businesses here in Bermuda don't understand product placement, right?
What I want people to understand, and me and you have conversations offside. We need the Bermudian public to understand the difference between merchandise and branding. Could you say that to give them a lot of, like, give people a better perspective? Because you when you told me that, I had a better
I
understanding.
mean, marketing and branding, or clothing line and merch?
Clothing line and merch.
Clothing line.
Because a lot of people have clothing lines, but they don't have
But
merchandise, but not clothing line.
Right. So merch is basically taking your brand and just putting it
up.
on something. You might take Loud Lounge, put it on a shirt,
A hoodie.
put it on a water bottle, put it on a pen, put it on a coffee mug. That's merch.
Yeah.
Right? That's merch. A clothing line would be Survive Warehouse. They got cloth shorts.
Yeah.
Or then they might have jean shorts.
Yeah.
They got hats. They got T-shirts. They got different styles. So it's a difference, right?
Okay.
Branding is basically what they say about you when you leave the room.
Yeah.
Right? And marketing is almost not quite like advertising, but it's pushing the sales, pushing the brand.
Okay.
Getting it out there in front of the people.
I actually went to school for marketing. I feel like, branding. I saw a post the other day. They shared different logos, right?
Yeah.
And they said, "Yo, these aren't brands. Nike, it's not a brand, right? The logos,
Right.
Yes.
the brand is the actual experience that the
Person gets
Right.
from word and
right.
Yeah.
So that's the brand right there. Right?
Exactly.
You put on Nike, you feel like an athlete.
Yeah.
Right.
Or when
Everyday person could feel like an athlete.
or like Mercedes.
You feel me?
Brandon. But when I get in this car, I feel like a race car.
When you walk out the room or when you get out the Mercedes,
Yeah.
what you say about that
Mhm.
will affect the brand.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
No, we've talked about that. And one thing I've never done, and I'm going to do with you two, that me and you's never done, Hafiz. Who are you outside of this? Who is outside, producer mode, family?
They don't need to know.
We'll call you an OG. We'll call you an OG, muscle man, because if you go on your Instagram, a Muslim, a devoted Muslim.
I'm a Muslim husband and father. That's
A great confidant, somebody you can
confident.
talk and have different views.
That comes with being Muslim. I get that's a form of charity. We're big on charity.
Okay.
So if I could be a lending ear to you, that's a form of charity. If
Okay.
I could offer you a smile in hard times, that's a form of charity. So if I ain't got it to give to you, I'm gonna give you some kind words.
Okay.
So as a Muslim, shout out to my Muslims, assalamu alaikum. But as a Muslim, I'm just a Muslim, a husband, and a father, proud father of 6.
Okay. Now let's get into this gentleman beside you, because
man.
he's got a lot of bigs. Entertainer,
A lot of bigs.
a father,
Mm.
and let's talk about the new aspects of Outlaw. He is now a personal trainer
Mm.
and now into fitness.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna nutritional help, but I'm gonna shake your hand.
Mm.
I remember the fat boy days, but I stayed and you evolved. You evolved. See? You don't know this medium guy was the guy back in the day, kid.
I heard.
Two fat boys together. Hey.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He got shit too.
Frog fat boy.
So what's that like now for you getting into this, we'll say a new big, but an evolution of who you are?
Yeah.
What's it like for you? Because I see from your Instagram and talking to you, the devotion you had for it.
Mhm.
You're into eating healthy.
Mhm.
Bro, I'm sorry, me and you. Bermuda, I'm putting it out there. January, I'm starting fresh. He's going to be my personal trainer. He's got to let me get through the Christmas. Let me get through my...
All right.
You got Christmas.
Yeah, right. I got to eat my free pie. I got to eat my ham.
Come
Sorry, brother. I got to eat my ham. Got to have my cho-cho. Let me do it.
Yeah, man.
The time I got caught match, woo! Painful for me, in trouble, but
Prepare for it.
Cold Caramel Delight. I'm gonna have a new name in these streets.
Caramel
Delight.
I'm not calling you that. Caramel.
It's not for you. It's
I
not
get
for
it.
you.
I get it.
It's
I
not for
get
you.
it. Definitely not.
Not for you.
Definitely not.
Pause on that. It's not
Exactly.
for you.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
what's it like for you getting into this and your fitness? I wish you all the best, but
Yeah,
what's
thank
it
you.
been like for you? Because I see the seriousness in you. I see you and you're doing your calculator and then you're breaking down foods. This, like, you hurt my feelings. This guy's off to dinner. Shouldn't eat that. Shouldn't eat this. Shouldn't eat that. It's like, bruh, you got steak. You got potatoes. Like, what are you doing? Don't dissect this meal. I'm hungry. Like,
Yeah.
what's like for you? And what got you into that?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you went from two extremes. Like, you went from 2X to medium, bro.
Man. and yeah, and honestly, life's all about reinventing yourself, you know. Life, like when it's all said and done, it's like if I stay in a certain bag for too long, I could outstay my welcome, you know.
Get comfortable.
Get comfortable,
Yeah.
and then even with like, you know, I love my kids, so it's like if I'm in a certain space, right, I can't be the best daddy I could be.
Yes.
Right, because I'm in you can't serve two masters type thing. So the evolution was for everything, my family, for me, for, you know what I mean? Just the betterment, exactly. So like it's a thing where it's like, you know, I look at like what's going on in Bermuda honestly as an epidemic amongst our people, our health, right? And I feel like is a business opportunity same way, right? And I'm always been I'm a learner, like I love to learn. I'm honest to God, I spend a lot of time just learning. You know what I mean? Just studying different things, right? And you know, once I got into the gym, because it got to a point where it's like, I had to tell myself I'm actually not strong. You know, I had to have that conversation with myself, like, you know, I'm big, but I'm actually not strong. Like, you know what I mean? And when I went on the journey of strength, I found impediments in myself that was there, like I couldn't stand for long. In my 20s, like, I was at a dance, I couldn't stand up for long, you know. My knees would start burning me. I couldn't whine a girl. Like I couldn't have fun in my body a certain type of way, like that, like I wanted to, right? I started to box, and then it was like, yeah, man, like man, I ain't got no breeze. You know what I mean? Guys are breaking me. You know what I mean? Like small stuff like that there. And then you just go on that personal journey. You take things personal, like, no. I'm not
this.
I'm better than this. I'm better than this.
I thought I was really better than this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you just be real with yourself, and then wherever that takes you, like for me, my whole lower body was just out of whack. Like, you know what I mean? I couldn't squat. I couldn't do a bunch of different simple things. And I just went on that journey. I had a good trainer that kind of like, you know, opened my eyes to not just like fitness and stuff, but the lifestyle it could bring. Right? So once I saw the lifestyle it could bring, I said, yo, you know what? Let me invest in this. So like, you know what I mean? Shout out to my sister. She sent me to this health, it's called IIN, Integrative Health Nutrition. Like, I became a health coach. Yeah. And yeah, I just ran with it, like, you know what I mean?
Then he started showing up to sets with no shirt on.
Yeah.
But that was my request. No, let me stop. No, but honestly, that's because and then everything came like with me. It's like, listen, that's why I knew I could do get into the movie and do different things and do my best, because I'm always learning. Like, so it's like I'm willing to get there and just what you need me to do, like, you feel me? And then just be myself, put my spirit in it. Yeah. Because that's just what I always do. Like, even with the training, if you ever train with me, you know, like, Jay is like no other, differently. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, so
I've seen you've been doing some boxes and all that.
Yeah, so some of the fighters, they trusted me within the camp to get them prepared a certain type of way. So that's a blessing, because remember I said I box, I got rapport in that community, like, you know what I mean? And
a real boxing fan, because if we notice when it's a fight up the shit, my boy's G'd up, gone his Air Maxes.
Definitely.
He's ready.
Definitely.
Here for his fighter.
So shout out to all the fighters, shout out to everybody that's grinding in the fitness industry, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like within Bermuda, there's a lot of segregation amongst different beings.
To try to bring unity.
Yeah, like that's like, you know, if we come together with whatever it may be, movies, like film, anything, if we come together, we could make it tight, like, you know, and there's enough food out there for everybody. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So speaking on that, it showed us the thing, and this is your new path. Is there any doorways to something else you may be interested? 'Cause with the energy and eagerness and the determination I see you have, I just don't believe in both of you. This is not just one chapter.
True. I knew. Whenever he calls, I'm getting it's whatever. I could be holding a boom. It don't even matter. Like, so I just wanna I wanna be a part of what he's doing as far as acting. And then if anything else broadens up, like anything, I'm just an anything guy. Like, let's get it. You know what I mean?
Oh, this just came to mind.
Go ahead.
You've done well with your local actors, bringing in new talent. You say you do a lot of research. Is there been any up-and-coming young actors that haven't gone to mainstream but impress you from, say, the films you saw in Detroit or the films you're seeing from Boston that you may say, I might have a real Don, let me expand, see if I can invite somebody in to work on projects with me from an acting perspective?
I've been actually, it's been the other way around. People away have seen my work
and what you
and they hit me up like, yo, I want to get in. I'm like, I don't really have a budget. Right? I'm not even trying to insult you.
Yes, dude.
And he was like, yo, you ain't got to pay nothing. Right? Just like he was like, you ain't got to pay nothing. There's somebody that's got over 100,000 views on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you ain't got to pay nothing. I just want, I see what you're doing. I want to get down.
Yeah.
I said, I got you on the next one.
Yeah.
But I believe that, especially after seeing Blood on the Crown.
Yeah. The doors were open.
Not only the doors were open, like we do have a group of actors here that I want to continue working with.
Okay.
Right? Like
refine and build that.
Yeah, like we still sharpen steel. Right? I go back and I look at certain things and I look at whether it was cause when it comes to directing, it's being able to communicate.
Yes.
Right? So I'm looking at a lot of the behind the scenes and I'm challenging myself, like, did I communicate that well enough so that he got the point to do what it is I wanted to do, right? So when you look at Adam Sandler and you look at Tyler Perry, he had the same group of actors for all his projects. There might be one or two different additions, but you know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
I want to do that. Like I want to do that. Like I want to do that. Like this is my team right here.
Okay.
Whether it's pulling people from Hustlerz Paradise or Blood on the Crown, it's like, look, they got first dibs. This is the project I'm working on. I think you'll be dope here. And then, all right, cool. Whatever's not filled, I'll do auditions for that.
Okay.
Or it might be one or two spots where I might say, you know what? We could use somebody. Let's call a little boy away right now who made that offer. And now imagine if you had a football team, you put a football team together locally, but you get somebody like, and I don't even watch football. Let's say you get Nicky Wells. He say, "Yo, I'll come play for you. You ain't got to pay me." And now, when it comes to playing sports, from basketball, you play to the level of your competition.
Yeah.
So if you're practicing every day with Nicky or top notch, your level is only gonna go up. So if I'm able to bring somebody from overseas and I put them with my team,
that brings up the
value for everybody, right? So that's my vision right there.
That's dope.
One thing.
You see why I love this guy? Like, come on, dog.
I'm thinking, we never really got into the soundtrack aspects of your films. Me and you had this conversation, so you want to really push the local brand. Can we talk about that a bit with, like, as well as you, because I want your perspective on this conversation. We talk about our locals, how you say, look, I'm doing a soundtrack, I want local work. Yeah. Can you express it in, because sometimes it comes across rude for me and him. I think you have a better understanding. Tell him the professionalism. A proper master.
Yeah, what it takes to, like, actually.
I need a proper bio on you. Like, a lot of people believe from my background's in radio work. A lot of people be like, yeah, Frey, I'll be on my bike or with the honey just chilling. Yeah, man, you gotta put my CD on the radio, bro. I was like, all right, cool. Or I'm like, bro, like, I'm at Ice Cream, 3:30 in the morning. You really want to have this conversation? And then they feel insulted. And they say, okay, cool. Where's your press pass? Yeah. I'm not playing a blank CD with nothing your name on it. The name of a song. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then,
he burnt for
like
for the hood,
like the car.
Yeah, you know what I mean, bro? I'm like, how can we express, like, I want you guys' perspectives, because a lot of people know how I feel. If you want to do something, don't do it half. Be dedicated. Yeah. And I find a lot of people in Bermuda, you're half-stepping. You have potential, but you don't take it serious. You have talent, but you don't have determination in your mind to make this talent skill and livable. So I want you guys, because you've done it.
Yes.
You've been out there, you've toured. So
I have done things.
I want to talk to this man because we've always been talking about soundtracks and finding Bermudian music. So I need to tell you, like, what we need to tell them, like, have people have a better understanding. And a conversation I have with people is hard when you work on a radio station and people bring you your music, but they don't understand the preference of a DJ. He may tell you your song's great. To my ears and my producer's ears, this song's trash. Like, I know what your friends are telling you.
Yes.
How? I want you to say it in a polite way that people in Bermuda don't understand constructive criticism.
Yeah, I'm a
because they will say, "Oh, you think you're better than me?" Or I'm trying to give it to you from, but like it comes across rude. It's like, bro, that's trash. Like, and your volume, like, like, give me a proper master. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm around music every day, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you tell them?
Like,
because you're somebody that's done it.
Yeah, for sure. I'll tell you this much, like, we're living in 2025, you have to learn your craft. If you want to do something, you have to learn. There's a lot of information. He's went to YouTube University, I'm been to YouTube University, it's right there, it's free, right? Get into your big, right? And guess what, if you don't, then that's what's gonna separate you. And
Your product, yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's the creme de la creme, the cream will rise, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not a lot of, listen, talent is cool,
but the skills.
But you need to know what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? You need to know what you're doing. So I would tell artists to learn the industry from an artist's perspective, right?
And also,
and then also, like, you be teachable. Like when if you're giving someone constructive criticism, right? If they ain't got tough enough skin to take whatever you're gonna say, how you're gonna say it, they really are not ready to be in the,
like, for instance, we'll put it out.
Because America's way more.
Yeah, right.
America,
so put it out there.
A little bit
put it out there. We'll put it out there. One of his stars, my friend Dane. Dane would tell you, I knew Dane from the beginning of hip hop.
Yes, I knew Dane.
Dane, you got a Jamaican mama, man. What do you mean you're trying to sing hip hop? That's whole generation, right?
I remember that.
Dane be rapping. He be in the barbershop. I ain't hearing this crap. Then all of a sudden, when I took music serious, I started saying, you know what? Frey, he is real ignorant in your days because you were stuck on the Beanie Mans, not realizing, no, believe it or not, 90s hip-hop is my element. You know what I mean? And then me and Dan have those laughs where I was like, damn, man, back in the day, you was trash. I used to dish you about that dirt. Yeah. Well, you're trying to be American food. Now your mama's Jamaican.
I think the other thing,
like
the other thing to remember as well, and I had to do this with the film, is that everybody's not going to like everything you do.
Fact.
Right.
How many times have you gone to the movies and you didn't like the film?
Yeah.
So you're entitled to that. Like, I don't take it personal if you come to the film and say you don't like it. It's just not for you.
Before we close out that,
you have to understand that as well.
Dan, my boy, I've seen the product of what it was to what it is now. So Dan, I will shout you out. Prophet, see, I'm a fan. I'm your friend. Okay, so.
And then understanding, before I get into the soundtrack thing, because I want to touch on that.
Yeah.
Understanding that I listened to an interview with Missy Elliott, where she's done songs with Michael Jackson that they hadn't put out.
Yes.
Why? Because they wasn't satisfied with it. So everything you write isn't going to be for everybody. Everything you write isn't going to be that hit.
Yeah.
So this is Missy Elliott and Michael Jackson that's got a song that they feel like it's not good enough.
Was it good enough?
Who are you?
Yes, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pump your brakes. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the soundtrack, I tried to do the soundtrack with Hustlerz Paradise season 1, and I was taking local music, and it worked. However, they were giving me music that they put on YouTube. So now when I go to upload season 1 on YouTube, I'm getting copyright strikes.
Yes, because
because of the song is already on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. So now I'm like it's jeopardizing my production. Right. So now it's like, all right, and then I don't really have the budget to say, look, come sit down, watch this, write a song to it.
Yeah.
You sit down, you write a song too. I don't have that budget, studio time and all of that. I don't have that budget. So, you know, I'll get what we end up doing is shout out to A-Track Williams, Ryan, where I'm like, yo, we have a rapport. He like, yo, Feast, like, I got you.
Actually, his name.
Take care of me on the back end.
That's the mutual friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Ryan, he did a lot of the soundtrack. Where he would produce the beat. We sit down, he come to my house. I show him the scene. I'm like, we need music here. I let him know the mood of the scene, the tempo, and he nails it every time. I mean,
because we guys come from that low key. That's why he knew I would be in a space I could handle what he was trying to do. Because we come from a space where hanging out from small, watching movies. You got what I'm saying? Listening to these school, getting soundtracks. Remember back in the day, movies had soundtracks.
Right.
So we come from that era, like, you know what I mean? Sitcoms and just different things, like, you know, where entertainment and television was a little bit
what we did.
Right.
You watch
Mad More.
Yes, exactly.
So this has been a great.
Nah, don't cut yet, because you was talking about access.
We need some.
We talked about some access.
Flame when
you was asking about access.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
real cute on me.
No, okay.
Real.
This is where we get the uncut.
Yeah. Let's
we had a conversation earlier. And those that don't know, and I'm putting it out there, Bermuda is about access. And it's all about communication, because you may not be able to enter a circle, but it's a circle I can enter you in. Where I was saying, a lot of times we get forward in Bermuda is on the context in which we have. And we was explaining to him, where I said it earlier, if you had a white guy, it'd be a difference when he walks into that office representing you. And we explained about the passion that you have that Bobby
he wouldn't be able to display.
Doesn't have
the
passion that Hafiz has.
He wouldn't be able to embody
that. And from us having that debate, I understand. But I was telling him sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And sometimes the word play. And we can say, my friend that had a conversation says, it can be one way to do it, but the way your perspective is and my perspective is, it's two different ways, but we're both trying to get to the same way. You understand? No, I lost you, Anna.
Yeah, you lost me. You lost me. Because we talking about access.
Yes, we
talking about access. So let's break it down. We talking about access. We talking about from a sponsorship, let's say from access to funds or a sponsorship perspective.
That's hard.
Right, that's hard. However, it's hard in one aspect, but then when you're sitting over here and you're watching the stuff that they do sponsor, it's almost like I heard this saying, I don't take their boos personal because I've seen what you cheer for. Right?
Be specific, brother.
So if I'm asking for sponsorship, right? And you're critiquing my content, totally overlooking I got 2 volunteers that's going away to school for film because they've been inspired by our works. We got kids who satisfied their community service requirements by helping out behind the scenes.
The betterment of what is created.
So, like there's a saying, you know, we got bigger fish to fry. You're worried about the content, but look at all the good that we're doing. Hustlerz Paradise, we've embraced people from all parts of the island and brought them in on one set who naturally they probably wouldn't even have spoken to each other or met each other.
Been in the same circle.
Right. So now I feel like it's hypocritical to talk about the content when you're sponsoring an alcoholic event. When how many road fatalities we got on thus far? This
how many domestics we had?
How many
off that alcohol?
Off of the alcohol?
Yes.
I feel like that's hypocritical.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So now when I'm asking for sponsorship and you're talking about the content, but yet I see your name plastered all over the soca events, flyers, and parties. I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, I can't help but take it personal because this is my passion. And somebody enlighten me back home that whole don't take it personal is business. No, that was their theory because they wanted to hide their ruthlessness and their ruthless business tactics. Oh, don't take it personal. No, this is personal because I'm putting my blood, sweat, and tears in this. This is passion. So it's going to be personal. I mean, especially if you attack it personally.
Okay. So from us doing this, and I want the people to see this, let's have a better perspective when it comes to pushing a local black entrepreneur that's bringing the talents of Bermuda to the forefront.
Man, you said like
Talents of Bermuda.
let's not undervalue the talents of Bermuda. This is an old Bermudian cast.
Yes.
Old Bermudian in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So it's like when companies or whatever entities choose not to support that there, they're saying a lot.
I don't support my own.
They're saying a lot. I ain't say it. They're saying a lot. Right? And like he said, he made reference to the byproduct of, you know, let's say like certain sponsorships, right? Like the alcohol, right? It's plagued our community a certain type of way, right? Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
So if you're quick to put that dollar behind, you know, people getting inebriated, right, at a party, right? As opposed to the betterment, it's actually an insult to injury. It's a slap in the face.
Yes.
It's like it's like, do you really want to see the community get better, or do you want to
keep it where they are?
Right. So certain businesses supposed to have a social responsibility. That's a part of it. Right. That's a part of their that's part of their mission statement, right? Or incorporated within that.
But you're not seeing the social responsibility.
Right. Where's your social responsibility? You're dumping this alcohol into the right. And shout out to the people that drink.
Right.
We're talking about principle.
Yes.
Right. You're dumping the alcohol into cool. That's cool. Get your money. But now, what are you doing for the community? Are you putting back into the community, or are you just robbing them for their money? Buy this and put this poster up. Even with the parties, they come in and asking for funding, and you just want to give them free liquor. Take this liquor, whatever you don't open, give it back.
Yeah, that's a different move.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like I've been boots on the ground. I'm not just talking. I've been boots on the ground.
We could talk about that. How you start off your comedy.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
You have the perspective.
You know what I mean? That's now we get into access, right? Price is only an issue in the absence of quality. So yeah, you don't want to put no money up if you don't see the quality in what we're doing. But guess what? If you got something against blood on the crown, I just don't know what to tell you. Even if you talk about, we literally, you could count on one hand how many curses is in it. How many times I call cut because somebody cursed, right? So boom, so I don't want to hear nothing about the language, because you could take a ride from town, you could take a ride on the bus from town to Somerset and hear more than 5 curse words.
100%.
Am I lying?
100%.
Right? All right, so boom. So now when you talk about the violence,
yes,
this is inspired by history, right?
History tells the truth.
So if you look at what actually happened, they did twice the amount of crime that we showed in the film. They did twice the amount of that. They had way more murders in real life than what we displayed in the film. So once again, this is inspired by real life history.
Art reflecting reality.
Art reflects, they say art reflects life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we did. So you can't come to me talking about, oh, what is it rated at? Like, let's look at the bigger picture. The kids have no self-worth because they don't understand what they came from. Here's something that you could say, oh, we really had a Black Power movement in Bermuda. I didn't know that. I didn't grow up here, so it wouldn't have been taught to me. But now that I'm a reader, so I come back and I'm like, oh,
it was never taught.
Right.
I grew up.
So the Black Power.
It was heard from senior members in our family.
Oh, we had civics for a semester, man.
Now, peep this. I grew up in Newark. And in 1969, they had the Black Power Conference that was Stokely Carmichael and Amiri Baraka, these guys. And that led to the, I want to say 69 Newark riots.
Yeah.
That's known, right? Boom. Full circle moment. I come here and I learn about Paulo Camargo Fago, who led the Black Power Conference here. That was one of the biggest in the Caribbean, right? That caught the attention of the British government in the UK. Like, oh, what they do?
Shut it down.
No, all right. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come up with a stop list. We're gonna stop the people from coming in, and them people them people that's going out. We going. Them people that's going out. We not
gonna give the betterment knowledge and educating the people.
You know what I'm saying? So here we are. We give you this product. I call it edutainment, right? We're gonna sprinkle some facts in there, some education, and you're gonna come in there, and you got people like Glenn Fubler, who was a Black Beret cadre at that time. He came and watched the film. You got Dr. Llewellyn Simmons, who came and watched the film and was like, yo, I'm feeling that. And he's in the education department. Like, yo, I'm feeling that, and I feel like the kids need to see that.
They do.
Okay.
That's it. They do.
So there's nothing left to say. Come see it.
It's wicked. Like, it's not mug. Like, honestly.
Okay. No.
If it's not mug, if it was mug, I wouldn't even be.
Word. Like, I can't sell you nothing if I don't think it's dope.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, speaking on that, this is the third showing
This is
at Bermuda.
Let's get it right. This is the fourth showing.
Oh.
The first one was sold out. The other two were successful to the point where, by popular demand, we had to do a fourth showing. Right?
You see this? We're gonna hurl him up here on the Loud Lounge.
Yeah.
I got a conversation.
Let me finish popping my collar.
I got.
Let me finish popping my collar. October 2nd, we'll be showing in North Cityplex in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
October 2nd.
Yeah.
Right? So now we're taking this international. Right? We're not local.
No.
We're taking this international.
No. Let's bring it back to me.
All right.
How many times? How many times?
Oh, wait.
How many times?
After
have
North,
I
then we go
brought
to the
you
UK,
here?
right?
No.
Let's get it.
No. I'm gonna hurl you up.
Let's get it.
Right.
I'm gonna hurl you up. How many times I brought you here? I get invited to the fourth show. I get invited to the fourth show, and I feel personally
You wanna go there?
disrespected.
Because
I'm your friend.
go there? You wanna go
No.
there?
We talk about sincereness.
All right.
I've held you down
All right.
since day one.
All right.
I get invited. You see this, Bermuda?
Guess what?
Fourth show.
So guess what?
The fourth show.
So guess
I
what?
wore your shirts.
So guess
I
what?
wore your boxers.
After all of that,
Yeah,
I've been waiting for that. So after all
As
of
a matter
that,
of fact, where's my hat?
hold on. He's about to say cut. He's about to say cut.
No, it's not.
After all of that, right?
Yeah.
That we've interacted,
Yeah.
you were supposed to give me access to a spot, and you was like, "Oh, we can't do it," so we had to improvise.
Very good.
Did you not do that?
But guess what?
Did you not do that after we spoke about it?
Right. But guess what? Understanding, our understanding and our words were crossed at a bad time.
Right.
The person that was the boss, I was the acting superintendent. I wasn't the superintendent.
That means he trusts you to make decisions.
But I wasn't making a decision without I was the vice president. I wasn't making a Trump decision. I couldn't make that executive decision.
You left in charge.
Nope. I don't want to get caught in no liabilities. I don't want to get caught in no liabilities.
But no,
Without
but
that,
no,
though. I'm not getting the laws.
We're going on.
It's going to come in my name.
No, we
not
good.
Hafiz.
No, we good though. We good. Though.
Yes. So
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Right?
I'll see you the 19th on Friday.
I will be there Friday.
Word. And I guarantee you're gonna come back here. We're gonna talk about the film and what you thought about it.
And let's do that. Can I
want
come
popcorn.
Cool.
I want popcorn.
Now I don't know. The
VIP?
premiere was VIP service. We don't have a VIP service.
I'm VIP done.
You are.
Is there only two people?
You know what? I'll
that
get you
want
some
VIP?
damn pops, bro.
I don't do if you do,
Right.
want the health kick, I want the Moringa one. Don't bring me the yeet. Bring me the Moringa.
Not the yeast.
Yeah, and I want a diet Pepsi.
So that's what's up. That's what's up.
So Bermuda, this Friday night is the fourth showing of Blood on the Crown, a locally produced, acted film crew movie
Right.
doing historical events inspired
by.
let me say it again. Inspired by historical events in Bermuda, produced by none other than Bermuda's own Hafiz.
There we go. Hafiz Shakur.
Hafiz Shakur.
Shout out to Desiree.
Shout out to Desiree,
Armed consultant.
consultant,
Right.
and
Everybody behind
Everybody else behind the camera.
that's right.
Facts. All the actors. Shout out to them that made this possible.
So this is the Loud Lounge.